In today's video, I'm going to share with you a little bit about self-regulation. It's going to be maybe a mini deep dive, but not a full deep dive. I am going to talk about what it's like to be in embodied distress a little bit and what happens to our mind and the way that we think and the way that we behave when we're in embodied distress, and then get into some exercises that we can do to practically help ourselves calm our nervous systems so that we can be more in that frontal cortex part of the brain, less in the reactivity part of our experience, and that will give us the opportunity to be able to think clearly, be able to have self-reflection, have experience connection, be in intimate connection. And did I say creativity? To be more creative. So, and to problem solve, which goes with creativity. So that's what we're aiming for as I teach you some of these exercises that will help. But first I just want to tune in to what it's like and what we go through when we're feeling stressed, when we're feeling, when maybe we have a history of trauma or just ongoing stressful experiences that have built up. And what happens is the body, when we pick up on anything that feels like danger or that we perceive as danger, and that could be relationally, that could be physically, it could be in any sense. What we do is what our body does is it braces for danger. So we're picking up on cues for safety or danger all the time, unconsciously, and our body is responding, and what it does is it braces. So just feel into that, what that might be like. And we're doing that actually unconsciously all the time when we're picking up on cues for danger. And what can happen over time if there are many experiences of that we aren't able to relax and shake out of our nervous system, then we start anticipating the next dangerous situation. So now our body has kind of started to create a holding pattern of bracing in some part of our body, depending on what the type of danger is. And then we start to anticipate, what's the next problem? What's the next dangerous situation? How can I protect against it? And that anticipation and that state is called hypervigilance. So now we're, looking around for what could be going wrong. We're looking around with that braced kind of energy. And as we're doing that, now our nervous system is getting really ramped up and we're getting really tight. And we have that instinct to either push things away or pull them close. And that's kind of twitchy. And that's that reactivity that I think we're all familiar with. And then what happens is we go into control, the need to get strategic, to control outcomes. And this happens from a sense of just overwhelm in the nervous system. So all of this is happening in our bodies. So our body is the mind before the mind is the mind. So as our body is going through these things, it actually is telling our mind what we need, how we need to think, how we need to be thinking about things. So that's what's happening. We're picking up on all these cues. We're responding in the body, getting ready for danger, or if there are cues for safety, then we're relaxing and our body is maybe getting ready to play or open up and connect and be intimate feel that intimate connection and go deep with someone. So it's through the body, though, that we're picking up on these cues. And 80% of that vagus nerve, which is the wandering nerve that connects to all different parts of the body, 80% of the information and the flow is going up from the body to the brain. And then only 20% is coming down from the brain and into the body. So what we need to start to do in terms of how do we shift out of that state of bracing for danger and anticipation and reactivity and control and apprehension is to work with the body. And so what I want to do is give you a kind of journey through 5 or 6 different nervous system down-regulating techniques that will help us calm our nervous system and help us come back into that activating the parasympathetic nervous system, where our body actually can nourish our organs. It can start to heal and regenerate itself, and we can start to digest our food, get the nutrients that we need, and come into that connective, creative energy, that the frontal cortex, for it to be activated. So let's get into some exercises. So let's just take a moment to tune into our spine and just notice that that's where so much of the information of what's happening in our system is flowing. And so let's just elongate the spine for a moment and take some nice deep breaths. And let's tune into our head, so the head. And I want to just invite you to do a little bit of head massage. So just running your fingers gently along the sides of your head, like this. Taking some nice deep breaths. You can run your fingers along the top of your head, gently. We're just going to do this for a few minutes. This part of your body acts almost like antenna, in the sense that we really feel and sense and listen through this part of our body. And if you think about wolves or dogs, animals, when they're really on the alert, their ears perk up. And so there's that antenna open, sensing into what's going on. And when things are kind of in relaxation state, that calms down, the ears kind of relax. So just running your fingers over your head, nice and gentle, a little bit of pressure, just feel into what feels good. Not too hard. Taking some nice deep breaths. And in a way, you can also imagine this as we're giving some sensation to this area that is listening all the time, that's tuning in to our environment. And we're using that to sort of block out or make a stronger sensation than whatever else we might have been tuning in to try to pick up on. So we're just focusing, we're creating a sensation with ourself that our nervous system can now respond to, and it's very soothing. This is what most primates find it very soothing to have their fingers or run through the hair or head, just brushing the hair and the head. So now I just want to invite you to try putting your hands at the base of your skull here. So just right here. And what we're going to do is go in nice sort of gentle circles just under the base of your skull. And let your head kind of gently move with that. And just notice that this is a part of the body that can get, or will get, very tight when we're under a lot of stress, when we've been bracing a lot. And there are some very specific, very tiny muscles that go in and connect to our nervous system here that basically let the brain know what kind of state the body's in, and that really determines how we're going to think about things. So relaxing this and helping this part of your head, back of your neck and skull, calm and relax is very important in terms of down-regulating. So then you can just draw your hands down, maybe shake that off a little bit. Yeah. Maybe take that, just draw your hands down your neck again and cross your shoulders. Yeah, so this is so important in terms of the awareness that we see through the lens of our states, meaning whatever state I'm in, that determines how I think about things and how I perceive them. So often, if I'm in bracing for danger and this has been built up for months or years, or even since my childhood, then I'm going to be seeing in a way through the lens of whatever that holding pattern is in my body. So now I'm seeing whatever I'm experiencing through that. So now as we're calming those bracing instincts, we're starting to down-regulate and prep the body, mind for a new kind of perception, a new kind of reflection on our experience. So now let's turn to some ear massage, which is a very powerful way to connect to the nervous system and create polyvagal tone. And that is basically understanding, without getting deep into it, that there are points that go right down from the top of your ear right here, down the middle, into your earlobe. So if you have earrings, it might be good to take them off. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start by pinching the top very, like, gently, just feel into it, but don't go too intense. So we're gonna pinch the top of the ears and just make small circles with our thumbs and fingers. Yeah, so just making small circles up here at the tip of your ear. And just staying connected with your spine and seeing if you can feel a little bit flowy and elongated. And your breath, just breathing nice and deep. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down the ear. So from here to on top of the little ridge here. And we're just gonna make little circles there. So see, we're coming down here into this top of this ridge. You can just feel there's a nice little spot for your finger. And just explore by making those circles. Just explore what that's like. Staying connected to your breath. Just allowing your fingers to feel the cartilage and the tissue there. And just massaging it nice in little circles. Now what we're going to do is move from the first ridge and just come up underneath that. So we're going to kind of press, make the circles push upwards gently. So again, just explore what that feels like. You can also, as you're doing that, massage all the way under that ridge. And if this seems a little funny, then just connect to your inner child and enjoy. And just feel into it, because it's actually a very powerful way to let your nervous system know that it's time to let go and stop holding on and stop bracing and just calm. So now what we're going to do from there is just go down to just above, so we don't want to go into the ear canal at all, but just slide your hand down and you can feel one more ridge there that you're coming down to, just under that. And you just want to make little circles there, but you don't want to go into your ear canal at all. So let's just explore that, connecting to your breath and your childlike sense of exploration. Sighing is definitely a way to also calm your nervous system, and we're probably going to explore that a little bit more later. So nice deep breaths. Nice. And then you can go down in this area. So we'll just do that for a minute. Again, you don't need to go into the ear canal, but just feel that getting nice and calm. Feel that spot. Feel into that spot. And now we'll just finish off the ear massage experience with going back up. So we're just going to pinch gently your earlobes and gently pull out. And just feel into what feels right, and notice if you have any kind of tendency to want to go hard and intense, and just kind of relax from that. So we want to come away from that sort of reactivity state of pushing and making things happen. That's the anticipatory mind. So we're just going to keep on massaging, and we're just going to go gently up the ear. Sorry, I just think my computer did something. So now I'm just kind of making my way up the ear, all the way back up to where we started. Awesome. Okay, so we're now getting to the top of our sacred listening vessels, these ears. There. So let's just take a moment to maybe scratch gently the back of your head, the back of your skull again, a little bit of massagey. Just tune in for a moment to see how that feels. I know for me, I'm feeling a bit more relaxed. Yeah, let's just take a moment. Just notice what's happening for you there. And we're just going to keep moving to a few other opportunities, practices. So the breath. The breath is such a powerful key in to regulating our nervous system. So one of the major tools that we have for calming anxiety and self-regulating is to make our exhale longer than our inhale, and also to have a little pause at the top and bottom of each breath. So I'm just going to guide you a little bit in some relaxing breathing. So what we want to do is just as you're inhaling, just imagine that every part of your body is filling with breath. All the little nooks and crannies, and then as you exhale, just let it come out. And inhale, just filling every part of your body with breath all the way around. And exhale and release gently, just letting it flow out. So as we continue with that kind of breathing, where we're just really noticing the sensation of breath filling the lower part of our belly, the middle, and all the way up into our sinus. sinuses, just front and back, side to side. Exhale, relax as you exhale. So we're just gonna breathe in, inhale the same way. 2, 3, 4, pause. 2, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you may want to just tune into this feeling, imagining your breath like a sponge. So when you take a sponge and you squeeze it out, and then you let go, it just fills back up and sort of makes its shape. So let's kind of imagine our breath that way, where we inhale and let the sponge take its shape and just fill every part. And then exhale, just gently, very gently, squeezing the breath out. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2. Nice. Now let's add one of the most important parts to all of this, which is called progressive relaxation. Progressive relaxation is an experience kind of like yawning or stretching. So let's just imagine, first of all, I think we've all seen cats, and they do this, I don't know, I think it's like hundreds of times a day, where they do that big stretch. Oh, and then it's like really relax. And the stretch is actually like stretching into wherever there's tension and then just relaxing. So that's a very natural thing that we do. We do that through yawning as well. And we can guide our bodies into relaxation and into a calmer, more connected state through intentional progressive relaxation. So again, when I was talking about the way that we brace for danger and how that really often goes up from the shoulders into the back of the neck and the skull, let's tune in to whatever tension we may be feeling in our shoulders. And the way that we practice this is on the inhale, we meet the tension just a little bit. So we exaggerate it just a little bit, not too much, nowhere near enough to do any possible harm to yourself. So just inhale and tune into the tension and meet it a little bit, mimic it a little bit. And then as we exhale, we just intentionally release and let go of anywhere or any way that we're holding on. So let's do that together. Inhale, meet the tension. Exhale, relax your shoulders, let them drop. And again, just filling your whole body with breath. Inhale, meet the tension. Exhale, relax, melt your shoulder tension and drop your shoulders. No pushing, just letting go. Inhale, meet and exaggerate the tension just a little bit. And then exhale, just let it go, let it melt and drop. Inhale, meet the tension. Exhale, melt, release, let it go. Inhale, meet the tension. Exhale, let it go. Melt. Just pause on that out breath and see if you can let it melt just a bit more. So we're going to inhale, meet the tension. Exhale, relax, release your shoulders, melt any little holding, let it go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm hoping you're following my shoulders. I guess it's brown against brown with the background, but inhale, bringing your shoulders to meet the tension. Exhale, relaxing all the tension. I always find it really helps to close my eyes, so you may notice me doing that, and definitely I invite and encourage you to do that whenever you're practicing these things, because it really helps just feel into your experience internally. So let's move on to a couple other little opportunities, actually quite amazing opportunities for down-regulating, self-regulating, coming out of reactivity. So one thing that can be really helpful is rocking. So when we inhale, we sort of rock forward and lift our chest and arch just gently the spine. And as we exhale, we roll from the bottom, our pelvis forward, and just let the body collapse inward just a little bit, relaxing. Inhale, rolling forward with your pelvis and arching just a little bit. Exhale, bringing your pelvis forward. And collapsing a bit. Inhale, arching your back. Exhale, from the pelvis going forward, rounding. Forward, exhale, relax. Now another thing we can add to this is the awareness of your perineal floor, and as you come forward in your rounding, you can actually tighten your perineal floor. So as though, imagine that you're kind of gripping onto a rope and then pulling yourself forward and then releasing the rope. So this is with your perineal floor. Many women are aware of doing Kegels to prepare, and that's just like tightening those muscles that hold in your bowel movement or hold in your pee. So just tightening those muscles a little bit and then relaxing them. So as we roll forward and with our pelvis, tighten those muscles a little bit. Hold on and just release them as you inhale. So my hands are just imitating what those muscles might be doing. So exhale, gripping a little bit with those pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, letting those muscles release. Exhale, tilting your pelvis forward. And those pelvic floor muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching forward, releasing your pelvic floor. Exhale, tilting your pelvis forward. Gripping with your pelvic floor. Too hard. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. So this helps us connect our whole body, top to bottom. And you may even want to just rub your hands against the top of your thighs and just really tune into that sense of connection from the top of your spine all the way down to your tailbone and your pelvic floor, all the way down your legs, and all the way down to your feet, and wiggle your toes, and just feel that sense of connection with your own body and how your feet can root the energy of your body and be supported by the earth. Just becoming aware of that connection. You can just imagine and feel into the energy of the earth that's streaming upwards and just coming right up into your feet and into your body. So from here, I want to tune in for a moment to our voice. And the voice is another very powerful connect into our vagus nerve and vagal tone. And so one very popular method that Peter Levine often teaches, he's a somatic therapist who created somatic experiencing therapy. I'm pretty sure he developed this method through learning some of the toning practices from Eastern mystical traditions. So let's just start with the experience. And what it is making the sound VU. What we'll do is we'll inhale, and then as we exhale, we'll make the sound VU. And the important part is seeing if you can make it resonate or allow it to resonate, feel it resonating through your solar plexus here and all the way up and out. So let's do this together. What this does is it actually, in a way, does like an internal massage in your nervous system. So inhale, feeling every part. So I hope that you're moving toward this from a childlike place of really tuning into, can you feel your actual body vibrating in different places as you make the sound? And that's just something to really feel into. It's super powerful. Each of these practices, if you do for a few minutes, there's been so much scientific research done around how they will lower your heart rate and calm your nervous system. And so one thing I like to do as well is humming. Humming is wonderful because when you close your mouth and you're not allowing the sound to come through your mouth, but it's just coming through your nose, it also helps release the tension around your throat and allow you to vibrate the sound up through your body. And it's also something that you can do in a sense that whistle while you work kind of energy or way of doing things. So you can do it in a way that if you're feeling self-conscious about toning or vooing, humming can be a great way to get that same kind of help. And so let's just try that a little bit. There's a nice little tune that I learned many years ago when the 13 grandmothers gathered and they were giving teachings around the world And these are 13 grandmothers, indigenous grandmothers from indigenous cultures around the world who gathered together and were giving teachings as a group, as a collective. And I believe that they're still doing this in some capacity. But back then I was really engaged with learning from them and those who were learning from them. So there was a tune that they shared, and it to me it just felt so natural and so easy to do. So this is the tune that you can hum, and what they taught is that whenever things are getting tough, just hum this tune and it will help you, and it'll help you connect with yourself and your ancestors and that support that you need just to face those things that are, coming your way. So this is the sound. It goes like this. And you can be with that and just find the right pitch for you. I'll try another pitch. Okay, so that was me exploring the different pitches that felt right for my body and where I could feel it resonating and kind of relaxing. The more different parts of you, different parts of your body relax, and just allow the sound to resonate through your body, the more you'll sense and feel the actual vibrations coming through your body. And the more you can just drop into that sense of connectedness with yourself, with all that is, with all life, with the mystery, and really feel supported. So to go with that, I just want to share another practice that is kind of about holding and containment of ourselves and of our feelings, emotions, just the energy. And this can be really wonderful for just that sense of holding, and it can also be wonderful for a sense of just boundary, like this is my body, this is the body that I reside in. The vibrations as you're singing can give you that sense that of that torus field of energy, which is also a sense of boundary, your bubble. Another thing that you can do is take your right hand and place it on your rib cage just under your armpit, so it's in a way kind of holding your heart. And then just wrap your other hand, your left hand, around to your upper arm. And just feel what that feels like to just contain and be held. You may want to experiment with the rocking here. You may want to experiment with the humming. And just, isn't that interesting that, this sort of reminds me of the humming and the rocking of a baby. So all of this is like so innate, and it's so deep in our ancestral memory and our DNA and our nervous systems, this ability to calm and find the center, find the I was going to say the root of our being. And when I say that today, in this moment, I mean the core essence, that beautiful place inside of us where our spirit resides, where we actually know who we are. And that, in a way, is just connected with all life. Not in a way, it is. We are connected with all life. And that sense of connection with all life is something that gets I guess I would say impacted by trauma. I was going to say broken, but it's never broken. It's just that we don't feel that connection as easily when we're embracing, when we're in that sense of, looking, that hypervigilance, looking for danger, control, apprehension, reactivity, all of those things that are signs of embodied trauma or adaptive overstrain. So these practices I just shared, I really hope you enjoyed the journey, and I hope that you feel an invitation back home to yourself and to that sense of connectedness inside of you and with all life that supports our life, that our life is supporting. And from that place of connectedness to then be able to view the world, view our relationships in a more clear and hopefully compassionate and love-oriented way.